Guys, today we're going to look at how to clear the 814 story boss. So, basically the rundown is, this guy is water, so you're bringing thunder, ideally. And then the mechanics of the boss are that whenever you kill him, he splits into more smaller bosses. And he essentially does this like a couple times. Also, whenever you get hit by one of his attacks, the cooldown of your Aurorians go up. So, it takes longer for your active skills to go into effect. So he's a very annoying boss. In fact, I actually think I ran out of time the first time I did this boss. I just ran out of rounds because he just has so many like smaller little bosses you have to kill afterwards. So this is my team. So the main like purpose of this team is I have 2 tile converters, and then I have like a sort of damage dealer. This is the best damage dealer I can bring. I could bring a team of like full like 6 stars and that sort of thing, but we're gonna show like kind of a more free-to-play friendly team. So this is the best unit I can bring, so to speak. And also Swartz, who's just there to kind of deal a little bit more damage. But the main thing we're gonna focus on is the friend slot. So this is for the first clear only. So if you want 3 stars, you're gonna focus on the friend slot. So let's go select a friend. We want someone who, you know, is their main role is a damage dealer. They like are max level, ideally max equipment level, you know, max ascended, that sort of thing. So we're gonna keep refreshing until we get someone we like. So we have Requiem, and then we have Michael here. So Michael is a really good option here. So I did some testing with some teams earlier, and Michael is a really good option. I'm not gonna select Michael because I want to try Requiem as well. But Michael is a really good option if he showed up in your friend list. But Requiem's a good option, and also like Revi is a good option. Basically, just look at their kit and look at them. Are they a detonator? Like, are they a sniper? Do they deal damage? That sort of thing. You just want someone max level, you know, max equipment. Basically, just that. You just want somebody who can deal damage. So let's jump right in. So basically, if you can provide a team that like provides a lot of conversion and like supporting for your support, this boss isn't that crazy. There is a little bit of a concern of RNG for my team in particular because I don't have a lot of converters, right? So I am going to be at a little bit of the will of RNG. So we're going to find out if these single tile converters are going to be enough. I have a feeling they won't be, but we'll see. Ideally, you'd probably bring something like Beverly, Granru. Is it Granru? Something like that. So, just converters, you know. You just want to bring converters for your support unit, so they are constantly hitting the boss. Because they're stuck in that bottommost position, so you can't set them as your captain, which is unfortunate. So, the nice thing about Requiem here is that we can just use our active skill here and deal a little bit of damage. You know, 89% currently, down to 79%. You know, that's free damage. You can't complain too much about that. That's just free damage. So we're going to use this here. And then you don't want to get hit by anything from this boss. If you get hit by anything from this boss, you're going to feel it in your damage in the long run. Because your active skills, you know, just get destroyed, right? So you don't want to get hit. So I don't know if you guys paid attention to Requiem's like basic attacks on the boss, but she did like 10% per attack. So she's absolutely putting in work right now. So that's why it's very important to bring converters. Because you want her to be attacking the boss as much as possible. And it's just so nice. It's just so much damage. It's so good. And like I said, guys, if you like aren't getting like good refreshes, you just gotta keep refreshing. You just gotta keep refreshing. The game will populate you with some like actual usable units. You just got to unfortunately keep hitting the refresh button until you get like a good damage dealer. And also, I'm hoping you guys probably have a better team to bring into this anyway. So you should have a better advantage anyway, just from the fact that you are bringing, you know, not level 1 units that aren't even first ascended. Because this team is very bare minimum in terms of like the levels and like everything. Okay, so we got past the first phase, and yeah, he split into like 2 smaller bosses, which is very annoying. So we're gonna have to deal with that. And then we also have to keep in mind, we essentially have 5 rounds left, right? Because we have to do it within 5 rounds to get the 3-star here. So here we're just avoiding the, the attacks, because getting hit by an attack at this point could cost us, like, our 3-star. It honestly could. It's such a huge deal. But the nice thing about a unit like Requiem, right, is that she doesn't care about cooldowns. She just has these V's, or V's, whatever. So basically, you can bring her. Doesn't matter if she gets hit. She'll always have her active skill. So that's one amazing part about her, actually. So we are actually going to YOLO this a little bit. Just a little bit. So Requiem should deal some really, really good damage to these guys. So like that, and then chain combo damage here. Oh yeah, Nadine. With that damage, Nadine. Okay. Yeah, doing a little bit of damage here. Perfect. So that's really, really good. And now they split up into smaller bosses again. And now this is the really annoying part. So we're going to use this. Just deal a little bit of damage. We're going to try and deal a little bit of damage. So now it's really important you click on these guys, because you got to not get hit. Because right now we are basically dependent upon not getting hit here. So really the safest spot is going to be right below us, actually. I'll show you where that is. So basically we just have to go right here. This is the only spot that I can see that is safe. Right? What about over there? Oh, we could be safe over here, actually. So let's go over here. I see a nice juicy blue tile chain, so we might use that. Okay. Now they're going to do their attack. Like I said, if we got hit by any of those, this run might be over. We're definitely not getting 3-star. Just because the cooldowns are so important. Especially if you don't have a team that's a perfect counter. So let's use Requiem's active skill here. This will deal some good damage. Yeah, that's some pretty good damage. We'll use Vice's active skill. Good damage as always. Let's see. I just want to see how many tiles we can get there. Okay, so not too bad, actually. Not too bad. Probably the thing we're going to want to look at is... Let's go do this, I think. Actually, do I want to do that? That could be a mistake. So what we are going to do, I think, is we're going to do something like this. Right, we're going to preemptively use our skills. We're going to think ahead. We're thinking ahead into the future here. Because we may or may not get screwed. And I have a feeling that answer is yes. Definitely yes. So we're going to play this a little bit aggressive. We're going to go in. Well, actually, let's see here. Can we get a royal time? I doubt we can. Yeah, we can. Okay. Gotta exhaust all your options, right? So we're going to stop here, and we're going to hope that we kill, one of the units. We're probably going to get our cooldowns increased here. It's probably just going to happen. But in this case, we're close to yellow tiles here. So, you guys know what that means. Michael's going to come in and slap some people. Yeah? Just like that. So, let's go look at our team once again here to show you just, like, how much we just decimated, like, this floor just using a friend. So, this was our team, right? Look at all these level 1 units. The Dean is max ascended, so the level 1's a little deceiving, but Uniment, no ascension. Swartz, 1 ascension. Vice, 1 ascension. You just gotta use a friend. You just gotta rely on your friends, guys. Or, random people. If you don't have friends, it'll give you random people. So you just gotta rely on that. It just works, guys. I mean, if it doesn't work the first time, you might have to do it a couple times. The tile formation will change every time you attempt this stage. So sometimes you just get unlucky, guys. That's just the way this game works, unfortunately. I mean, it's fun. I like the RNG aspect. So you'll just have to try it a couple times. If it doesn't work for you, you have to keep attempting to find new friends, that sort of thing. So if you want to auto this stage, this is the kind of team I would bring in. This is a little bit of a more later game kind of team, right? We have just 2 6-stars. We have 2 6-stars, I have 2 5-stars, and then a 4-star. Okay, I didn't feel like I did a good job explaining why this team works, decent for an auto for that stage. So to kind of elaborate a little more. Now, disclaimer, this isn't the best auto team you could bring for that stage, but from my experience, it works fairly well, you know. It may have like a couple fails here and there, but for the most part, it seems to work pretty fine. So, basically, with Kana, she's pretty nice here because you need to assume that your characters are never going to have active skills, right? It's just never going to happen because the AI will just derp, you'll get hit, and then, you know, no active skill. So Kana's pretty nice here because her chain combo will always deal damage to the boss, usually. So it's very nice because of that. Nadine, her chain combo, you know, will still heal. Erica, I mean, she doesn't really do too much for the team, but, you know, she's there, guys. Then we have Beverly. Her chain combo still deals some good damage. And then also, on that offset chance you do get your active skilled, it is nice to have that tau conversion. And then Florine, you know, has that good active skill. Probably not going to be able to use it, but the chain combo is really the main thing that we like a whole lot from this team. So whenever you're making a auto team, you just need to look at what their passives are, what their chain combos are. You got to look at the stuff that's outside of their active skill. You just gotta have useful stuff here. So actually, like, what would be a really good unit would actually be Beverly. Wherever she is. Beverly. So if we look at, like, her equipment skill, you know, increases her basic attack damage. That's not depending upon cooldowns, guys. So Beverly would actually be really good. If I had her built, I would have loved to have used her, but, you know, I'm saving for Michael. Maybe. Soon. But, yeah, so that's basically the idea you need to think of when making your auto team. I mean, also kind of worth mentioning just in case. You want to have your strongest, you know, chain combo damage dealer in front. That way, you know, they're always there to deal the damage. So make sure they're always in the captain position. Just kind of helps a little bit with the auto. So just to give that was just to give a little bit more thoughts on like forming your auto team. So back to, you know, other me. So this is a pretty decent team here. Like I can just do a auto run. I'll probably speed it up for you guys so you can see what it looks like if you want to stay towards the end of the video. But yeah, this team works pretty well. The nice thing about autoing is you don't care about the stars, obviously. We just did that like a second prior, so we're not going to worry about that. And not really too much of a big deal. So anyway, that's going to be it for me, guys. I'm going to keep this running so you guys can watch. I'll speed it up a little bit, you know, so it doesn't take that long. But this is going to be the auto run. So I'll see you.